before I enter this Mansa Musa thing, so I don't want to forget. So I go tell you now. So now go remind me. I want to talk two things. The first one now about life. The second one is about life imprisonment for dead for drug people, drug dealers, drug traffickers, life imprisonment. Then I want to touch on that. I so want, but now make I talk about animal rights, you know, and African people, you know. I did watch one documentary today, and honestly speaking, I don't watch many documentaries where they don't make for America about relationship between black people and police for United States. You know, the police for United States and their relationship with black people, and every time, you know, there's always some cop out. But there was a documentary I watched this morning called Power. You know, oh my God, oh, I'm gonna no verse. I need to delete my comment. I make mistake. I make I do the title. Mansa no vex. Now small error, but I don't correct them. So yeah.
Are you live?
Yes. Is there food? Okay. So the relationship between police. I watched the new documentary on Netflix. It's called Power. You know, make una watch them. It's very interesting, and the documentary is new. It's very new in the sense that they were not afraid to show the real voices of radical black thought in America. This is not the first documentary where I watch where they highlight Stokely Carmichael. They highlight Stokely Carmichael for that documentary, and I was really impressed with the producers for that. Because even for that film, Selma, and I watched Selma, I don't know if I know watch him, it was trash. As soon as I saw the poster, I knew the movie was trash, and I did not even bother to disturb myself to watch that nonsense. You know, because for real life, the person locking arms, the people going to always start that movement where Martin Luther King joined, was the Student Non-Violent Committee, SNVC for America. And their leader was Stokely Carmichael. He was there, locked hands in Selma with Martin Luther King. They do that movie, they remove him completely from the film. How do you erase somebody out of history because it does not support your ideology? And this was a black person that produced and wrote this film. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. And they erased Stokely Carmichael from that film completely. It was difficult for me to digest. But this documentary, I was impressed. And they came to the conclusion, say, that the way police treat African Americans is the way that they want it to be. It's not because they cannot change it, not be say anything. They need it to be. I was impressed by them coming to that conclusion in that documentary. Because I know the relationship where Europeans get with their pets. If you be pet owner for America, right? Because police give all excuses when they kill black people. They give all kind of crazy excuses, and they get black people themselves. Because only black people are they tell you that it's okay to be black, but you must understand that if you remain black, that means you are just trying to be white. Yes, if you remain black, the only destiny for the greatest thing the black man can achieve is whiteness. But if you understand that black is part of a journey to reclaiming Africa, you understand that you are not a black person. You are put in a black condition. We are conditioned black. We are conditioned black. But our identity is African. We must never accept the black as identity. The final identity is African. Being black is a characteristic. And now we could define the blackness in the way our ancestors defined blackness, not the way white supremacy defines blackness. They give all kind of excuses because African people cannot come and curse themselves now. If you are truly African and you know what it means to be an African person, you know you can't take your mouth. You curse yourself and your generation. So they get other black people to come and repeat all these kind of excuses. But you know, these same people, they understand, say your dog, you get dog, you are in charge of your dog. Your dog is your own. Now you they feed the dog, now you they do everything. And pets can frustrate somebody. They go frustrate you. And no matter the frustration where your pet frustrates you, the authorities must not catch you. They beat that pet. Somebody say hallelujah. Oh, Seun Anikulapo-Kuti. I know they get me, oh, but I don't surprise you. I know they get a calling of opening church. So kind of people don't they enter pastor for my eye. Not like play when they start pastor, then they do the congregation, then they preach, then they do some kind of holy for my eye. No. More than no Makayoboye somebody. Makayoboye. More than not say, more than no go forget to. That's all I'm saying. Hey, more than no go forget. I say forget. More than no go surprise. That's the right word. More than no go surprise. Hey, hallelujah, somebody. Jollof Oda Rabadosh. My own Makayoboye. So no matter how your animal frustrates you, he shit for your house, he tears something, he bites something, he scatter your TV, he fall your anything, you know if you beat that animal, though, you cannot explain. Say, do this, that's why I beat her. They will charge you. But for human being life, and also inside my own argument always, no matter what anybody want to tell me, from Nigeria to Ghana to South Africa to England to America to Switzerland to Japan to Korea, nowhere where it did for constitution. Say the penalty for resisting arrest is death. I repeat, nowhere where it's talk for constitution. So they want to arrest the person, he no agree, they follow their struggle, they follow their fight. Yes, he do am. I even want them to do it. But I know there are penalties for that. Arrest the person, charge the person to court for resisting arrest, make it face the penalty. But they will take law into their own hands. All over the world, once it's African people, one, only we. Because I must understand that police is the human face of the system. Police is the everyday interaction of human beings with the system. Police all over the world must treat African people the way they treat African people to make white people feel secure that the world is theirs. I repeat, police all over the world must continue to treat African people the way they treat African people, to let white, especially poor white people, it's not the rich white people, it's to let the poor white people know that the world is their own. Because what else can they use to pacify their poor other than you are better than a black man? That's it. That's the connotation. That's the unspoken rule. And they talk I'm 41 years in Nigeria. I never see police assault Oyibo before for this country. I've never seen it. It has never happened. But Nigerians assaulted every day, every second, every corner, and the police here are black. You know if he talks about racism. Is it racism? Is it racism? The police here are all black. Is it racism? No, that is imperialism. That's imperialism. The system that dominates all of us. Where they complain, all of them, they won't die under by force. Now, before I continue, no, as Lemfi say, this documentary is mentioned this power from 50 Cent. I don't know if it's 50 Cent. I don't even check the name of the producer. But I know it's called Power. It's not the series. So I don't say 50 Cent get one series called Power. So maybe it's also, I don't check. Where my remote control? No, now we may look. That's a good question. Let me check the producers. Yeah. I don't say 50 Cent no day inside Sha. But let me check the producers. Somebody don't answer. I'll say no, it's Power, directed by Jens Ford. Yes. Oh my God. The producer was in the documentary. Yes. His name was Mr. Something Ford. So I say Jens Ford, I agree because he was introduced in the documentary. You know. So the system is imperialism. The system of global white domination. That even in countries that are not European, say, I keep telling everybody, Europe is one continent. White people are from one continent. But don't condition everybody's brain to believe, say, the whole world is their home. So they are there in North America, controlling all the whole North America. They are controlling the whole South America. This is other people's land, and Australia. 3 extra continents they have overtaken. 3 extra continents, including their own where they come from. Europe, 4 now. The only habitable continents where remain, where they never overtake, is Asia and Africa. Nobody stays in the north and in the poles, in the North Pole. Nobody is there really. Yeah. So it's a continent without real life. It's too cold. No, I've been at South Pole or North Pole. One of the poles, sha. Not stripper pole though. Hallelujah, somebody. Hallelujah, somebody. You know, so that is the system that we live under, and in the continent that they don't stay, that where they don't get chance settle. Not because they no one settle. Not because they no one take over Africa. They try. That's why they tell you, when we tell you to pray to your ancestors, to give thanks to your ancestors, to recognize and revere your ancestors, you go to follow the history where you both teach you. You go to stub your nose at your ancestors. I'm not talking down on the Native Americans. I'm not talking down on the Incas and the native peoples of South America. I'm not using it to talk down to them at all. Because it's not as if we've still won. We can still end up like them tomorrow because we never still get sense. Even though we see with our eye, we never still get sense. So I'm not using it to talk down to them, just for reference. Ancestors, please, this is not bragging. Nobody mistakenly punish me for what I not do. But they see my heart. Because I want to explain to you. You not say easy for una today here. You think what your ancestors did was easy? What they go through was easy? The fight they fight for this continent. Forget slave trade, though. Because Oyibo no end slavery. I don't tell you. The fight they fight to free themselves for that side. When they go there now. The civil, even though I don't know about the anti-slavery rebellions. With they fight till Oyibo gets tired for slavery. It's okay, we will not do slavery again. When they call the lie, say that they end slavery, but they say because they're tired. We hear. Would they end good thing? Would they benefit them? It not benefit again. There was no benefit. They got to end down and repackage them as colonialism. Colonialism simply means slavery in your own land. You know what our ancestors fight for this Africa? The fight. Even if you don't know about the ones who they fight for America and the anti-slavery fight, you know of the civil rights movement. You know of Martin Luther King. This name where I called just now, Stokely Carmichael. To me, even greater a name than Martin Luther King. You don't hear of Che Guevara. Okay, we cannot go into the Americas. Most stay for USA. You hear of Malcolm X. That's the civil rights fight. Your ancestors will fight. Now you can leave Nigeria and go and work in America. You think it's because white people, Europeans want you to come and work? You pack your people money, give your children, steal from your people the blood of your people, pack and give your children, go pack for your school where they did not even want you in the first place. You know, can't even give homage. You know what I'm saying? Now good, they send our children to the black schools there to empower the black schools there. Send them to the, although those schools gone, they are not too black anymore. You know, these African universities, they call them what they call these universities that tend to mostly black students. A lot of my friends go there. What do they call them? HBCUs. They call them HBCU. You know? Now what does HBCU break down? Historically black colleges and universities. HBCU. Historically black colleges and universities. Yeah, somebody say don't read out Rosa Parks. Yeah, I mean, you know Rosa Parks. So good, everybody knows Rosa. Yeah, all these names, women, men. I mean, this gender war is not an African fight. Gender war is European fight. Gender war is a European fight. That's why all of Nakaya for here. They don't give a new one. Africa no, they do gender. For my language, there's no word for son or daughter. Omolomonje. You know if you talk for Yoruba, say I born son or I born daughter. What's the word? I born Pekin. Pekin is Pekin. There's male and female. Ako, abo. There's man and woman. Okuni, obìnrin, to differentiate. But say to give title to sex. The way you they give title to anything will be sex. I get born, this is a son, this is a daughter. All those kind of things where they think they differentiate to put up. We no get. Omolomonje. We don't born Pekin. We don't born Pekin with that. Nobody can say I born boy, I born gay. So gender war, I don't know I don't know this their terminology. I don't engage. They don't go send their children go all those schools. They don't go Harvard. They don't go, even though those schools are not too black anymore, to say that they're not pushing any black agenda. They're not radical anymore as they were in the 50s and 60s. They're not producing radical thinkers that are pushing African American thought forward. You know, they don't complete or they don't succumb. But still support your people that fought for you to have the opportunity, that shed their blood for you to have the opportunity to pack your bag and baggages. Nigerians, when they talk, say they are more black than African. Now they're going to talk nonsense, so they put for their mouth. Go they talk nonsense for them. People will be saying, without them, I don't know if you enter the country. You can't even enter the country. There's no word for boy and girl too. Yeah, sorry. In Yoruba language, you know, Bobo and Sisi, that one are slang. Bobo and Sisi, slang the year. I don't know. I've not. What's the boy? Omo kuni, omo opinion. Elder brother, elder sister. What's the word for brother? What's the word for sister? All these titles are the telling titles for gender, no day for African culture. Your elder is your elder. Your sibling is your sibling. Omo yamiri, omo baba miri. Now hear me, omo yamiri, omo baba miri. We no get word for brother. Say brother miri, sister miri. What's word? What's brother? Who is brother? Who is sister? Somebody say ako, abonko. That's male and female. It also relates to animals. A male goat, female goat, ako, abo is male and female. That one is different. I say title for gender. When somebody try to help una dey free, why do they always like to ask questions where they relate to say una won't remain for bondage? Why you, I don't talk on before right now. Say male and female dey. Ako, abo, which is also used for all animals. I mean title for gender. So if you have a male brother, a male sibling, they'll say it's a brother. Not a male sibling, they say brother. If you have a female sibling, they'll say sister. They have title for gender to differentiate. So you go know which one be man, which one be woman. Because there's power in European gender. There's no power in African gender. I repeat, we don't put power for gender. Now Europeans put that, that's why they can have gender war. That's why they can have African gender war, because they turn gender to power. Africans will not do that one. Hallelujah, somebody. So all this sacrifice that have been made, we won't acknowledge them. We do like say we don't know what happened for this world. Like so, they say South America is full of Europeans. Have you seen Argentina national team? Everybody there is a European. Look at Brazil team. Look at white people. They've taken over. What do you think happened to all those people that were staying there? Do you think they went on holiday? What do you think happened to the Native Americans? Native Americans today make up less than 10% of American population. In Argentina, is less than 1% of the Argentine population, the native people. In Brazil, less than 20% or something that they say of the natives, not the African slaves that they took there. We go African slaves where they carry with plenty past the native Brazilians. We the Africans that were taken there as slaves, we survived. That's why they fight anyway. We don't agree die. I tell you, we don't agree die. We agree die. We don't agree die. We agree die. Hallelujah, somebody. Makayoboye. So you are here. You are here because your ancestors are immense. People will tell us I come from Hebrew, na be Jew. Na say good day. If Jewish people get to na power, if they get to na power, I pity Palestinians. Oh my goodness. No. We are African people. Special. Very special. Very special. Gone. They take and they take and they take. And we the thing say we will just sit down. Even for the documentary, the quote gave a very interesting quote of Frederick Douglass. Power concedes nothing without a demand. Power concedes nothing without a demand. And we are not demanding anything. We are not demanding anything. Anyway, so that thing really was interesting to watch that documentary today. To see the difference in that mindset of a producer, where actually he was so brave to say the truth. So the reason why we do this is because we want to do it to black people. We want to do it. We have to do it to black people. So people like me, when we talk, they say we're mad. See, some people will know the truth now in the world. They are getting brave. They are coming out. They are saying it. They are getting brave. The cowards will no longer have where to hide. The puff daddies, the diddies of this world will no longer have where to hide. See, and let me tell you, all this media, all these people, 50 cents, well, I like 50 cents, but all of them, don't get it wrong, go. You see, 2 years ago, I noticed say 50 cents, Ciroc and 50 cents, the company will get Ciroc, Diageo, them and I say 50 cents, them and Puff Daddy clash. Now that time I know say this Puff Daddy is an evil guy. He has skeletons. I did tell my friends that time. When Diageo dropped the guy, when they get their clash, beware of una elites. Immediately, Puff Daddy begins say it's because he's black, it's because he's supporting African people. I couldn't say, what if Puff Daddy don't do to support African people before? Now, I never see what is his political engagement. Now he begin to do some kind of charity, begin to do some kind of this. I just they look. I know say he don't offend powerful people. He knew they were coming for him. And he said no say in hand no clean. So he won't come to form all this blackness. So that when the thing go happen, he go fit us say that because he be hero. The way Bill Cosby, Bill the Pill, the same thing Michael Jackson, the same thing R. Kelly. All these people. Now this hotel and all these journalists, this hotel will get this kind of tape for their hotel. Shana this week they see the tape. No. Shana this week. Even if Cassie no press charges against Diddy that time, the owners of that hotel, they could have gone to the police with that kind of evidence. They don't even need testimony from Cassie. With that kind of evidence, they'll say, look at what this man did on our property. We, the owner of the property, we want to press charges against this man. Everybody quiet. But now, we Bob Daddy Demi Oga, we make him billionaire. The billionaire. When they don't tell you, I say billionaire. All of my people will do billionaire. First of all, they say they talk to now woman matter. Man cannot, that's not African. African, we can talk to ourselves. We will tell ourselves truth. And let me tell you, African women, something. All of them will open their eye down, open their ear down. See musician. Where we say they talk down on women every day for music. Women are bitches. Women are for not be say they talk out with in friends. Not be say they, but for in music, the thing way in they project to the world in art form, the most precious thing way in they create, where they come from inside down, is filled with vile intentions towards women. Slap a hoe, hoes in shit, they just want money, don't love women. Very homosexualized lyrics. And they talk about I hear hip hop now. Kendrick Lamar is shouting all over the place. The Drake is gay. This one is gay. This is pedophile. This one is. To me, there's something very about hip hop. Yes, it's too Diddy. Yes, it's too Diddy. Let me put it that way. Hip hop is too Diddy. That's, we don't want women, homies, homies over hoes. I have niggas, fuck bitches. I want niggas, everything with niggas, this, niggas. Oh, come on, man. Let everywhere be soft too. Bring some girls in. Only DMX ever don't say, I love my niggas, but where's my bitches? I love my niggas, but where's my only DMX? Everybody now, I don't want girls, boys. I don't want girls, bring boys. The boys, everything with the boys, no girls in my crew. Yeah. Come on, let's start having girls in the crew. Let us start having girls in the crews, please. I'm begging. On behalf of just the softness of the energy, just the softness of the, let's just bring some girls, please. I beg. I'm begging. Back to what I'm saying about our women. Please, all these musicians that you hear talking bad about women, stop thinking in your head that you are more special than everybody in your gender. Any man that holds such thinking about women, trust me, they think the same about you too. You are just like the one he can tolerate. And one day the tolerance will run out. It will run out. That's what I mean. When I go to Europe and I do interviews, they say, we need a society of tolerance. I'm wondering whether we want a better world. I don't want anybody to tolerate me. Men are not tolerate me. Either accept me or let me go. Don't tolerate me. Acceptance is the word. It's either you accept me or you let me go. It will need tolerate. We need tolerance. I don't want tolerance. Don't tolerate me. Because that's not what many women don't understand. You follow these evil men that do all these bad things. Like you have a politician next to you that is raping his whole country. This politician man is raping the whole country. And you think one day he will not rape you or beat you, or he's doing it to a whole country, fam. So when you hear any musician that his entire music, he's just talking that, see, we can sing about sex. I'm not talking about musicians that sing about sex. About how they like to fuck. Yes, everybody wants to, but there are some that They just have this, very vile rhetoric about women. Very dark rhetoric. These songs become hits. Girls will be dancing. Girls go on with they talk, with the dance. They will say it's not him, the person is talking about. That they believe that their women are like that, meaning that, but it's not them. They are not like the women that are like that. They be like all those black people where they follow white people, where they hear say the white person they talk racist thing. They say, now those black people when they behave like that, they can't talk so, Then you now follow such a person, you now behave like that to you, But when he give you one black eye, he will buy you Gucci shade, you cover am. When he break your hand like this, you go, say the hand don't be like this. Say you go just take backing bag, you go hang the backing bag like this with the hand, where they don't bend, At least backing go day, hang, Because I don't understand anymore. Let me leap straight to our dear senator of Nigeria. Nigerian people, Mona no worry. Drug trafficking and drug dealers where they won't kill. This is just a short part of this life before I go to the last part of my life. Now, because as I say, Nigerian politicians they don't really see, but they see. They just show us they see. They don't still say all their children don't talk to all their children don't they take all their money. So they won't begin cash all the people they sell all the things to their where they all the whole. How will it look if you rob a whole nation blind only for your children to use all the money to how will it look? So if the senators are angry, I know why. I repeat, how will you work all your life to connive and steal from your people? You rob your people blind. I said they asked the senator, they say, why they still more serious about drug dealing than corruption? Why is there no death penalty? The man said corruption is people what he talk? People orientated. Say corruption they help people. My guy. And corruption they help some people. Is killing some people, right? That's all the way drug they kill people. So drug money self they help a lot of family and communities. This argument is only for Nigeria. Now I go hear this kind of argument. The senators say the corruption is people, they help people. People driven, it go better for you. That's not what he said. I was want to say, I want to talk with that. Thank you. The man said corruption is people driven. My brother, which they drive drug dealing? Now monkey, is it monkey driven? Wait, now cows, that they move drugs. So that cows they drive drugs. I don't understand though. If corruption is people driven, drug is what? Drugs are what? At least drug dealers do not rob everybody in the country at once. We are 200 million people for this Nigeria. I know everybody get their own vices, but no single drug dealer crew can affect the 200 million, the life of 200 million people. They're not fit. If Nigeria today and their countries like that remove the drug statute from the constitution, say they're not going to prosecute any drug dealing anymore. Anything where anybody they do for drugs, and then you look at them, anybody do anything where you like. The society will not collapse. Nigeria no will become worse. I beat my chest and I say it. Because why? There are societies that are doing it. Portugal. In Portugal, you can take and smoke and shoot and sniff anything you motherfucking like. If you go till all your head do. In fact, in Portugal, they get specialist hospital for going to take heroin. I'm not joking, no. Hallelujah, somebody. Hallelujah, somebody. I say in Portugal, they have special place for people for heroin. Because that way, if you go take a you buy, if you know sabi where. With doctors paid for by the state. The government, they pay. You buy from government. Direct, the best you have ever had in your life. One like this. To back back on so one lossy any direct. Oh, hallelujah, somebody. Makayoboye. Portugal is 1,000 billion times safer than Nigeria. I repeat, Portugal is 1,000 billion times safer than Nigeria. Now, let me tell you, so Portugal has drug addicts, right? Nigeria doesn't have, let's believe. Nigeria don't like drugs, Portugal like drugs. Now, what does Nigeria like that Portugal doesn't like? Corruption. Corruption, Oga Senator. In Portugal, corruption very, very low, very low. Is corruption low, well. Corruption very down. Corruption is small. Corruption is small. For Nigeria, corruption high up. Corruption high up for here. For Nigeria, we are not safe. In Nigeria, no security. If for Nigeria, no light. If for Nigeria, no health care, no education. My brother, for Nigeria, you walk out to the state of police, I slap, I beat, I search. For Nigeria, everywhere, criminal. Hallelujah, somebody. This is Nigeria, corruption high. High corruption. Drug very low drug. You see for Portugal, drug very high drug. Corruption very low. So Nigeria, corruption legal, drug illegal. For Portugal, drug legal, corruption illegal. I repeat, if for Nigeria, drug illegal, corruption illegal, corruption very legal. For Portugal, corruption illegal, drug illegal. Nigeria, if people driven. Netherlands, go to Netherlands. LSD is allowed, acid is allowed now, mushrooms, or you can do what have they just weed? Everybody I know from day one, Igbo don't do for not Holland, but now drugs they are opening up to all the drugs. They are closing prisons for Christ's sake. In Netherlands, they are closing down prisons. In Nigeria, my own prison called the J where they put me. I can never go prison yet. Now J. I went to J. J said the J they put me was for like, it was supposed to be for like 6 people. One weekend be like 46. Light look on day. Hey, no water, no light. People want shit. Nobody they ban shitting. They ban shitty for sale. You dey craze? What you want shit? So, but me, I know say our government officials they invest for the drug because they don't see the future. They don't see say all their children won't use all this their hard work. And then they send them go American university, UK university. May they go mix with the children of all those Oyibo rich people. What do you think those are doing with their time? How do you think a children will come back and now invest? I want to kill all the drug dealer. Eh? Man, I don't care. Drug dealer, I don't do my family. If we don't kill them, more I don't forget the corruption dealers too. Now those two corruption. Yeah. So that being said, last week, or rather, still tonight, I started to read one book called Born in Blackness. Really interesting book. And although I know about Abu Bakr, it was interesting for me to talk about Mansa Musa first. Because everybody knows about Mansa Musa. Everybody in the world, and when they don't make you know somebody like that, as African, they mention his name all the time like that, you must ask yourself why. Why this? Mansa Musa was a leader that sought validation. Now, one of the early kings of Mali, not be this Mali, the ancient Mali waiting for Sudan, the Shonga, the Ghana, all these names, those our leaders took those names of those countries from ancient African kingdoms. Not be this Mali of today. When you talk of Timbuktu, he reached where Mali day of today, but the head that time, was from east to west, the kingdoms, the ancient kingdoms of West Africa. Not the Mali of today, but that ancient Mali. Mansa was one of the first fully like Islamic is their line for their family. One of the first Islamic kings. So when they do a pilgrimage, for him, he wanted the Mamelite sultans. That means the Arabic sultans of Africa. Because that time, after 1635, after 1690 or something like that, they conquer North Africa. The Muslim army, the Arabs, invaded and colonized North Africa. Till now, Mansa was ruling around 1430 something, 1440. But he's not going to be a direct king. The king now, Abu Bakr, his brother. I'll come to Abu Bakr later. I'll come to Abu Bakr and I will say something about a book called They Came Before Columbus, written by Ivan Setima. It is interesting, and I'm just making this connection in my mind, and I will lecture him. But anyway, after they talk, they go. He wanted validation, and at the same validation, where all these our leaders they seek, where instead of them to understand, say nobody for Africa. No, even though you achieve individual validation, it holds no water. It is our nations that must be validated collectively. Now, collective validation we must seek. There's power in collective validation. There's power if Nigeria is validated, so that any Nigerian will go anywhere for this world, they will respect them. Not be saying you get your own name, they validate just you, so people will get your name. Anyway, they hear that name, people will respect them. That myopic thinking, now in this our elites them get. They don't get Abu Bakr mind. And I will explain why they call it Abu Bakr mind. Now Mansa Musa mind they get. Abu Bakr first. Abu Bakr sought to validate Mali Because as the world they open up to Ram, Abubakar realized, say, where all these people, where they bring this thing, where did they come from? Yes, I know all this land to North Africa. We know how to enter Middle East and the Arab. But where these Arabs, they see all these things from? There must be a world out there. So he sent 100 ships to go westward from the shores of Mali to sail and just go and find anything where they there and come back. He load them with gold and water that will last them for maybe 20 years or something and send them. After a long time, only one of the boats come back. This is history. This is not Bible study. Tell now. This is real history. With the captain, we can tell them, say, oh, more. What's in their eyes? See, say, boy, reach one place. And that means he got to the, what do they call them? The Panama crossing or whatever the place where the water twirls, but their ancient boat could not navigate this twirling sea and only escape. All the other ship were sunk. Abubakar say, really? The man say, yes. So the day you reach, Abubakar say, oh yeah, build me 2,000 ships. This was according to Mansa Musa. He built 2,000 ships, loaded it, but this time Abubakar went with the ships. And that was the last anybody saw of him. In the book Ivan Setima wrote, They Came Before Columbus. In Columbus's diary, when Columbus arrived in the Americas, he met African people there that told him that they came from Mali. Abubakar must have made it, right? Come to think about it. I didn't know this story of Abubakar sailing till like a couple of months ago when I read one book by Sheikh Anta Diop. And I read that and I hear again for this new book where I read. You know, but I remember saying for Ivan Setima book, Columbus himself, Christopher Columbus, when he got to America, in his diaries, he met Africans that came there years before him, decades before him, or been a century itself. Before him, that they had been, you know, they've been living there and they still had their spears, gold tip spears that they brought from their land in Mali. Incredible. That true African king trying to explore the world for himself, to seek validation, to open new market routes, to be the champion of his own destiny, no matter what he take, no matter what it took. If Mansa Musa was brave, he would have launched another expedition, even bigger and bigger, until we go and come back. Sure that you say Europeans will explore and navigate the world. They did it by one voyage. They just go one time with one boat. No, it cost them many lives, but maybe because they were more desperate. They didn't have anything, so they had to go or nothing. We gold yakpa, everything yakpa. So maybe the going wasn't that, you know. But for me, that are the spirit. That was the spirit. But instead, Mansa decided to go on to seek his own validation, going on land pilgrimage, already known routes. Say no, I'll pack all the gold of my country to go and bestow this gold on all these Arab lands, on all these people, these my new Muslim and Islamic brothers. I'm going to share all this wealth. I'm going to build mosques for them. I'm going to do all these things so that they will respect me. They have to respect. If I ball out, I'm telling you, not gonna start up. This is why they want you people to be like Mansa Musa, to repeat the same mistake of Mansa Musa. I rather repeat the mistake of Abubakar, to go myself, to try and do it myself and fail, and try again and again and again until we get it. This is where your rulers today are all cowards. They are afraid to try and fail. Well, to try means that you must get intention, good intention. They don't have good intention for us. Yes, you must have good intention. Because if you fail in bad intention, nobody will support you. Yes. You need good intention to fail and have support. So when you fail, people say, we are trying, let's go again. Yeah. They don't get any good intention. You know, so anyway, Mansa, they don't tell you people this part of this story. I'll tell you his story. For Saudi, as a new, you know, the sons, he asked them to give him 2 descendants of the prophet to come and teach Islam and to show that, okay, they too, they are part of the Islamic family. Because in those days, in the Islamic court, all the big sultan had one of the descendants of Muhammad in their court. It was a sign that, you know, this is an important Islamic court, recognized. You know what I'm saying? They refused him. Instead, they made him pay about 1,000 ingots. That's maybe some like kilos of gold for 4 sheriffs, like 4 teachers to follow him. He had to pay them. Although he built them a mosque. This man spent about 20 tons of gold on these people, on the Arab land. And still, when he met the Sultan, that one made him kneel down and pour sand on his head. Basically refused to acknowledge him as an equal, and made him stand while he sat down talking to him. He made Mansa Musa stand. After Mansa Musa don't spend all the money, he make him stand, which meant, you know, he didn't sit him next to him as an equal. All the money where he spent seeking the validation, Mansa Musa died without receiving that validation he wanted from his Islamic brothers and sisters that he believed were his people. He bankrupted Mali, basically, on that trip. Because when he was coming back, all that money that they tell you that Mansa Musa had, after that pilgrimage, to come back to Mali, he had to borrow money. It's there, it's in the history. I'm not making it up. Mansa Musa had to borrow money. The things he bought, he had to start selling it for cheap. They bam. They knew what they were doing. They extracted everything from him. Yes, it's true that gold, the price of gold fell in those places because he gave so much of it to commoners. The price of gold fell, you know, but in his own country, when they brag about him being able to impact the economy of other countries like that the poor people of that country became rich, why don't we ask, what benefit did that do for Mali? Less than 3 generations, I think, after Mansa Musa, Mali was conquered by the Moroccans. And the Berbers, the Moroccans, they were Arabs, not even the Berbers. Not the Berbers were African Muslims, black Muslims that were in Morocco. This was the Arab king then. This was way after the time of the Berbers. This is the Arab king of Morocco invading and taking Mali, I think. Yeah, it was him. And this one is not about Islam. Is in Christianity, is in Arabization and Westernization. That people that seek outside validation for themselves, individual validation. I want my throne to be respected. No, Mansa Musa should have concentrated on making sure that his people are respected. By concentrating on his nation building. Instead, they want to go and buy respect. They still do it today. They'll go to England with all our money. Go and buy the biggest houses. Donate millions to Harvard. Millions to European charities. I say even as far back as when Abacha was still alive. That one too was trying to get Shagori to donate money to Clinton campaign so that America can validate him. I kid you not. All this is history. It's there. I'm making nothing up. This mindset, once these people have been, when they don't corrupt their OS with this westernization Christianity and Arabization Islam, they just forget Africa. They want these people to see them as equal. Their life is all about these people seeing them as equal. They do everything to these people to see them. They depreciate their country, finish their land, empty their treasury, pack everything, go to these countries, buy all the expensive things, making all the poor people there rich, creating jobs there, building houses there, opening companies there, putting money in all the banks there, that the banks there will in turn use to develop their country. Do you know how much of Africa's money has been used to develop Switzerland, for example? A country like Switzerland. Just because these our leaders want these people to respect them. See how much I put in here. That's when they enter those banks, all the bankers will say, oh, welcome, sir. All the people there, they'll be rushing for them. They don't know that one is business. Behind, they don't respect you. Look at a country like Switzerland. When I go there, I tell them all the time. Even more than Nigeria, I feel at home in Switzerland anytime. That's why they work. I'm not joking. If you see if you have, I say this is my money. Every step I take here, you should respect me. This mindset is what Mansa Musa had. So when you don't study him like that, we say we can't make the same mistake today. You carry your money on the buy things so that when white man see you, they go. They can never, because they don't respect your country. You understand? You are just another. But I have millions. Okay, cool. You are a nigger with millions. That's all you are. I have billions. You are a nigger with billions. Finish. I have Gucci. You are a nigger with Gucci. This does not change the nigger effect in these people. But yeah, what do I know? Hallelujah, somebody. Makayoboye.